and very well taken care of. So everybody could see. Therefore, main problem, only problem was it didn't have a royalty department, so everybody could see what they earned.
Alright, so basically he's saying that everybody on death row was well taken care of. Their only problem was they didn't have a royalty department. That's like your job telling you, hey, you have a break room, you have a microwave, you have paper towels, you got a vending machine in your break room. You're well taken care of as an employee. So what? We don't pay you. We forgot to pay you your last paycheck, but you're taken care of. Go get you some donuts out that vending machine and a Mountain Dew. You know, we don't have a payroll department, so we can't pay you. We don't know what you earn, but you're well taken care of. Now, what I advise you guys to do is to look up the Afeni Shakur lawsuit against Death Row, and it's very revealing. Basically, some of the key takeaways is that Tupac never licensed his image or his likeness to Death Row. He was actually in the process of negotiating a deal to another company. And basically, Death Row was misappropriating his funds to an epic level. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Tupac's accounts were considered to be overdrawn. And just like your bank account, if it's overdrawn, you got to pay whatever that's overdrawn to get back to zero. So Tupac, before he died, he got his accountants and lawyers to contact Death Row so that they can do a forensic accounting of his money. And Death Row told him, we're not going to do that because you actually owe us money, $2 million to be exact. And Death Row would use Tupac's money to pay child support for Nate Dogg. They charged, Tupac was charged over $100,000 for the cost of furnishing an apartment. He didn't live there. It was for a Death Row employee. Nate Dogg's child support, Tupac was charged $2,000 for a Death Row employee's American Express bill. Tupac was charged $5,000 for some jewelry that Suge Knight bought for a woman. He was charged more than $120,000 for rental costs for David Kenner's properties. He was charged $57,000 for an apartment occupied by a Death Row artist, not Tupac. Not only did Death Row fail to advise Tupac of the royalties due to him, not only did Death Row deceptively charge Tupac for expenses that were not properly charged to him, but Death Row also permitted other entities to misappropriate Tupac's rights and interests and actively assisted them in doing so. Thus, for example, Death Row permitted Globex to offer merchandise with Tupac's name and image without any compensation to Tupac. Death Row went so as far to permit Globex to place bounce-back inserts into the CD cases for the All Eyes on Me CD to facilitate the sale of that merchandise. At no point did Tupac license his rights to that company. You know, and there was a situation where a Death Row employee actually took over ownership of a Chevrolet Suburban truck from Tupac. They charged Tupac $500,000 just to take a Chevy Suburban and go to DMV and put the title in somebody else's name. So basically, Reggie Wright, we all know he loves Suge Knight and he's biased, but at the end of the day, look up that Afeni Shakur lawsuit against Death Row, and they spell it all out. Tupac was going to leave Death Row. Tupac's accountants and lawyers were upset because Death Row kept lying and saying that Tupac was overdrawn and he owed Death Row money, even though he went double platinum as soon as he got there, and he went #1 before he got there with Me Against the World. You know, and Snoop Dogg was considered to be overdrawn. Dr. Dre, every artist on Death Row was overdrawn. No artist actually was in the green or made money because Death Row was misappropriating their funds. And Reggie was involved in it too. I'm pretty sure some of Tupac's money went to finance Reggie's security company because Suge Knight loaned him money to start the company, according to his dad. Peace.